And in that email was 3 photos of my engagement ring.
On today's episode of TikTok Drama You Missed, because you were too busy having a real job, I'll be covering a ruined proposal that sparked very different reactions. So it all started when Annabelle, an aspiring TikToker and teacher, posted a video that is now sitting at 1.7 million views, talking about how her jeweler ruined her engagement ring reveal by emailing her the ring's pictures and the pickup date by her boyfriend. Let's roll the clip.
Do not give your jeweler any information about the recipient of the ring. Don't do it. 6 months ago, my honey and I went and picked out rings. We went to a bigger box store because what I wanted was not very intricate. It was very simple. When you go into those stores, they ask you to fill out some information. My sweetheart, he filled out his information and asked us if we wanted to purchase the warranty on the ring. And of course, we want the warranty. So they said, okay, well, we'll contact you every 6 months after the ring is purchased. After the ring is purchased, and remind you to come in and get your prongs checked and your ring cleaned. When they handed me a card to fill out my information, I thought nothing of it. Nothing of it.
Okay, so she did give her information to the jeweler, like her phone number and email.
This past Monday, he went to talk to my parents. Afterwards, he went to the jeweler and placed an order for the ring. It had to be put into its setting, and that evening on his way home, I received an email at about 6:30, and it just came across the top of my phone as just Gmail. So for an iPhone, you just click it and it brings you right to the email that was just sent to you. And in that email was 3 photos of my engagement ring.
Okay, so from my understanding, Annabelle gave her info to the jeweler when asked, but didn't realize, or maybe wasn't told, that they'll contact her once the ring is ready and picked up.
To say we are devastated is an understatement. We have waited 7 years for this. I've waited 27 years for this, and it was taken from us. I took a day to process. Even though he was devastated, my sweetheart is very much a pushover and cannot do confrontation. I mean, neither can I. However, this is a girl's dream, and mine was ruined. So I reached out to them. The store manager was able to come back and offer us 20% off of our ring and 20% off of our wedding band.
Now, 20% of the ring is a lot, considering those can get into the 100, even thousands. But for her, it still wasn't fair, but did accept it.
Michael and I decided that no amount of money was going to make us feel better about this, but at least this offer made it seem like, oh, like they do feel bad. There was some level of understanding on their part of the magnitude of the situation. Last night, I was out shopping with one of my aunts, trying to just brush off the stress. While we were checking out at Target, I got another email. I get 100 emails a day with work and school and just everything. I get 100 emails a day. This time, it is the final email from them with the finished product. 3 pictures of the finished product of my engagement ring, and that it had been picked up.
Oh God, poor girl. You'd think they'd remove her email from their account at that point.
The only element of surprise we had left in this was what the ring was going to look like when it was finished, because mind you, I designed it and I have yet to see it completely finished. So we had that surprise left. We had the surprise of when Michael was going to go pick it up. I didn't know when he was going to do that. And the surprise of what day he proposes. Okay? There are 3 things left. They just took 2 of them.
See, lots of people disagreed with her on that point, but we'll get into that. Now, she deactivated her comments because in a later video she said how many hateful comments she got, but when I look at her other videos, we really see an overwhelming support to her and the whole situation. Like this comment here saying, "Not sure why people disagree with you on your last post. I would be devastated if the surprise was ruined. You're so lovely and beautiful inside and out." Another reads, "I can tell you're a good person. I'm sorry people are cruel." And Annabelle responded, "I try my best. I'm trying to move on from the first 2 videos." Coming from the ring video, you guys did not deserve that, and I'm so sorry that happened. Now, since her video got viral, it sparked a lot of opinions and comments, and even though her current comment section is all positive, a bunch of other TikToks and comment sections aren't being so graceful, like this TikToker Brittany.
This is how I know I'm old, because I am officially done with the all feelings are valid thing. I just watched a video of this girl being absolutely, in her words, devastated because she put down her contact info when her and her boyfriend went ring shopping, so she was notified when he bought the ring. She's like, "I wasn't even thinking of it. I just put it down when we were there. And then when I got the email that the order had started processing, my heart fell." So he was devastated and they're both devastated. And so they made the jewelry store refund them 20% of the ring because she put her contact information in. She gets another email from them being like, "Hey, here's the final product. It's done and it's been picked up." And she opened it again. You literally know what the email is at this point. You know what to avoid. You could have blocked the email. She opens it again and she's like, they stole everything from me. The only surprise I had left was when he was going to pick it up and what the final thing looked like. And now I know, and now I'm never going to be able to be surprised.
I mean, I totally get her point, though Annabelle did say that she received so many emails, she didn't think anything of it at first, and that she thought that the jeweler removed her info from their account after the first incident, so...
Ruined your own surprise. You fucked up your surprise. It's not your boyfriend's fault, it's not the jeweler's fault, it's your fault. So while yes, you are feeling big feelings and they are real to you, they're not valid, dog. You ruined your proposal.
That's very harsh in my opinion, but the comments seem to agree. I'm so with you on this. I could not sympathize with her. I can't believe they refunded her. She's allowed to be upset at herself. Yeah, so you can really see the divide in the opinions here. Annabelle did a second video addressing the hate.
A lot of people had some really big feelings about my last video. I am allowed to feel big feelings about things that feel big to me. And that did feel really big. And there's reasons behind that you will never know. My honey does not do things like this. This is not his jam. He's a very simple guy, very straightforward. Surprises are not his thing. But he knew how important this was for me. And so he worked countless hours overtime to afford the ring that I was hoping for and to make my dream come true. And so that's the reason I had so many big feelings about this. It was because I could see the hurt in his eyes. He was hurt by this, and that just infuriated me. That's why I'm upset. Not because it's all about me. Not because I want a free ring. Not because I want to cheat them out of anything. Not because I'm being dramatic. Not because I'm being a quote-unquote bridezilla. That was the reason.
Yeah, so that's the whole situation. I personally feel for Annabelle, and I'm not sure why other people are so pressed by her reaction, but I can also understand that this whole mess was preventable if she didn't give her info at all, knowing that her boyfriend would be in charge of everything anyway. I would love to know your opinions in the comments. Who do you side with on this? See you in the next video. Bye.